Okay, there was this Greek guy named Zeno. Everyone say Zeno.
Xenos.
And Zeno had a paradox. Because in Greece, they were starting to think, right? They were starting to think about stuff. And they came up against a few problems. And one of the problems was Zeno's paradox. And Zeno said, if I'm on one side of a river, and I want to get to the other side, right? Then I can start walking across the river, yes? At some speed, and eventually I will get to the other side of the river. Yes? Here's the problem. If I start here, and I go halfway across, that took half of the time that it will take me to cross the whole river, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I have a certain distance left, yes? If I cross half of that distance, it will take me half of the time needed to cross the last half of the river, yes? So you see where this is going.
Yeah, and then half.
If I go half again, and then half again, and 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 half again, I get really close to the edge, but I never actually get to the other side. Zeno's paradox was actually solved way later by a man named Max Planck. Everyone say Planck. It's fun to say Planck. You can say Planck if you want, but I like Planck. It's kind of a German. He's right there in the glasses. Max Planck, through some very difficult, complicated mathematics, found that there is a smallest piece of time in our universe. There's also a smallest length in our universe. So the answer to the riddle is that there is a length, if you keep going half and half and half and half and half, there is a length in our universe that it is impossible to be halfway through. I can explain to you how big the length is, okay? If our solar system, so not just the sun, which is, millions of Earths, but the whole solar system. And we're actually relatively really close to the sun, right? What are the planets again?
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth, Jupiter.
My very excellent
mother.
Oh, no.
Minus Neptune.
Yeah, anyways, there's a lot of planets. My very excellent method just showed you 9 planets. That's what I remember. So think of the whole solar system. It's big, really, really big, right? Let's say that solar system is one hydrogen atom. So you take one hydrogen atom and you blow it up to the size of the solar system. A Planck length is then the width of one human hair.
How does that even become a thing?
Connor, say that again.
How did that even become a thing? How could someone recognize that?
It's a very good question. This is the amazing power of physics and mathematics. Planck used some observations by that guy, Michael Faraday, who observed fields, electric fields and magnetic fields. He was the one who called them fields. And another guy, James Clerk Maxwell, did some mathematics based on those observations and came up with something called Maxwell's equations. He was the first person to calculate the speed of light. And he calculated, based on Faraday's observations, that there is a set speed limit in our universe. That's what the speed of light is. It's a speed that nothing can travel faster than in our universe. And Planck took Maxwell's equations and said, well, if that's true, if there is a speed limit, then there must be a finite length, a finite mass, and a finite time. What this means in common everyday language is that our universe is pixelated. So we see things as smooth curves and continuous shapes. I assure you they are not. When you move, you don't move smoothly. You actually go through instants of time and very, very small pixels of space.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So what would the pixel be?
We don't know. I'm kind of taking a little bit of liberties and explaining it that way because we don't know what shape the pixels are. We don't, there's a lot we don't know. But I can tell you there is a minimum length which you cannot be in the middle of. And there's a minimum amount of time that you cannot be in the middle of. I don't know how we got onto this, but so that's pixelated universe. That's good. Thanks, Z. You are the Sims, yeah. Okay, back to normal physics 11. Oh, I gotta film this too. You should have paid for premium.
Oh, yeah? Happens when we play this in? Our creator is taking us to play a game.
Yazzie. Number 3. I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, what was number? Is this 2? No, number 3 on the worksheet.
I'm going to read it to you in the voice of a German scientist. Ja, und are you listening? If you create the inertia. No. Number 3. The head of a hammer can be tightened onto the wooden handle by banging the bottom of the handle against a hard surface. I will show you shortly because I have If I used to use this as a boy, hammering all the stuff, having fun, bang, bang, bang. And sometimes the metal head, it gets loose, and that is bad because then you're swinging something and oh, there it goes. Right? And so you have to tighten it onto the wood some time. Now, you can try to push it and yeah, I think it's tight. Oh, there it goes again. Right? That is not good. But if you are doing like this, you're hammering away, oh, the head is loose. That work. The head get tight. You do this. Why does it work? Inertia. Ha, jawohl, mein Kommandant. Yeah, say it again, Ashley. Explain to us.
Okay. I think that, okay, so when you, I can't fucking speak. So when you bang the hammer on the table,
Yeah.
the top of the hammer is
Everyone say, yeah.
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 The top of the hammer is still coming down, and so when all of a sudden the wood part stops, the hammer bit is still going down, and will like go on the stick.
That's pretty good, yeah? You
Yeah.
think she's right?
Am
I
I
think so
right?
too. When you come down, the hammerhead is coming down. Yeah? And then, bang, you stop. What's the hammerhead wanting to do? It's wanting to keep going down. So it does. And it just goes a little bit onto the wood. A little bit more and it gets tightened. Yeah, that's good. We want to talk about the ketchup too.
Yes.
The ketchup in the bottle is the same, yeah? You turn the bottle over and this problem was actually a big problem in my day. You had the ketchups with the chips, the fries. In Germany, if you say the chips, not the French fries, because they're not made in France anyways. What was they thinking? This is a Belgium. But Belgian fries does not sound as good as French fries. So French fries, that sounds good. So whatever, you Americans, you say what you want. So we take the ketchup and we're going to put some on the fries. So when you try to throw it down, it's not working very much, right? And some people, they hold the bottle and they bang the back. Well, that's not working, right? Because then if you smack the bottle, it goes down sharply. And where does the ketchup go? Everywhere. No, not everywhere. Yeah, the ketchup is sitting still, right? So if the ketchup is sitting still, the ketchup will tend to... You should all know the answer to this question. If the ketchup is sitting still, the ketchup will tend to
Stay still.
Will keep sitting still, right? If it's sitting still, it will tend to keep sitting still. So if you bang the back, the ketchup bottle, the bottle moves down. But the ketchup stays where it is. So it goes up to the back. This is a bad problem, right? And we had big problem when I was your age because everyone eating ketchup in the glass bottle. And so on the commercials, the kid is going like this and the ketchup running out all smoothly and everything. And everyone's like, no, it doesn't work. It's not happening. And so we had actually a prince came to Canada. His name was Prince Andrew, I think. And they had him on TV. And they were like, Prince, what do you think about this ketchup? I remember I watched it. And they were asking all kinds of things. They said, the most important problem we have for you to solve is the ketchup. And he said, yeah. He looked at the bottle and he says, it's a problem because the neck is skinnier at the end. And he said, what you need to do is hold your hand and you take the bottle and you bang it on your hand like this. I always remember that because it worked. Why did it work? Yeah, that's good. Declan, explain more.
Ketchup, liquid stuff inside, it can push this way, and you just have to stop it so it's still going almost
Good. If the ketchup is moving downward, it will tend to
Keep moving downwards.
keep moving downward. So if you stop suddenly, the ketchup keeps moving out the bottle. Okay, good. I can't film those ones because then I would get in trouble.
It is going.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was nice knowing you. I probably will get fired for this one. That's okay. Again.